We talk about future, but in reality, it's not about future, it's about now. Things are happening now. People are using AI tools at work, whether the company leaders are aware or not. Of course, we also talk a lot about agentic AI. But what is agentic AI? Is when you're not just about interacting, like chatting and having conversation, but when you have work done. Assistance is not just about giving you the information, but also executing on your behalf. When AI agents start from assisting people, this is where you need to have a great governance in place. You need to have observability in place. You need to have compliance in place. You need to have all the systems that track, control, give access to what agents are able to be doing. Because you can have an agent accountable for what they're doing. You need to have you need to have people accountable for what they're doing. You know, when you look at the next 2-3 years, the idea is not just to have AI, it's how you use AI, how you embed AI in your workflow, in the way you work. That's what's going to change. But at the same time, when you think about that, you also need to have some control. You need to have governance. You need to have to be able to observe what those agents are doing. You need to see if what they've done is what you wanted them to be doing, and where did they act, and where do you come to the human? Because at the end of the day, human is the one who has the accountability for what's happening. It's not agents. You can't drop to the agents, oh, it's not me, it's the agent who's done it. No, human is still in control. So this notion of agent is doing complex work, bringing insight, doing repeatable works, but at the end of the day, human should be in control. One of the problems we're seeing with AI is that you can generate a lot of fake information, fake voice, fake videos, right? And so being able to identify if what you're seeing is something you can trust is absolutely key. So for me, security is really about trust, is about privacy, and is about compliance. How do you do this in a very secure environment? Because your data has to be secured, otherwise you don't have the trust. And that's what we're seeing. One of the main reasons where we don't see, a company really using AI in their day-to-day work is because of the trust. And so our goal, and that's why we're working together with Vodafone, is to make sure that it's not just about using AI, but trusting in how these tools can help you achieve your work, the company mission, the company goal. For me, I see really 3 of them really important. Number 1, trust. Trust really matters. If you don't trust in the system, if you don't trust if your data is secure. Number 2 is about integration. It is not just about using a tool, asking a question, having the response. It's how AI is embedded in the workflow and what you're doing, and integrating the whole system, the tools, the workflow, the people, that really matters. And the last one is, of course, reliability. Because you want to be able to access, use it as you're doing right now today with your phone, with your mobile phone, right? That's where the real value creation is. The partnership that we have with Vodafone is one of the most strategic partnerships that we have. Why? Because we want to make sure that everyone can use and have access to this technology. Not just large enterprises, but also SMB around the globe. Being able to reduce the complexity of those technology, bring it to the customer, leveraging Microsoft technology, bringing Vodafone service is absolutely critical, especially even more in this area where it's not just about AI, but it's also about security. And combining these 2 together is super critical for us to be successful and to bring those innovations to the customer, not just for the sake of innovation, but for them to create more value every day.